I'm all the way at the top of this mountain range. I don't even know how far away I am now. I left my camera on that charger station. Now I have to go back. I don't even think I have enough range to get back. Most of this trip I'll be on, I don't know, I guess this is a highway, what you consider a highway. Speeds are 55 miles an hour. I feel that this is not only a good touring speed for being on an electric motorcycle or just any motorcycle in general, but this gives me the best distance that I can travel plus range in the battery at 55 miles an hour with how much the motorcycle weighs, depending on how strong or if there are any headwinds. I can usually get around 100 miles. On highways like this, it's more interesting. There's more scenes. I have a few places or a few stops that I'll be staying with friends, but otherwise I'll pretty much be camping out. First leg of the trip was 96 miles. I got here with 16% battery. So I have this little collapsible chair that I use to, I'm sure just saw a drug deal happen between this truck and that car that's pulling away. I just find some shade, pop up in my chair, wait for the motorcycle to finish charging. Pretty much it. It's a good time to read, watch a movie. If I have any kind of work that I need to do, I can knock it out on my laptop. I also charge my cameras and other devices, and that's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna hang out, eat some lunch, wait for the bike to charge, and then I'll be back on the road. Alright, so finished charging up here in Woodstock, Virginia. Now I'm on to some inn in West Virginia to a level 2 station. And the Livewire can take level 2, but it doesn't charge at a level 2 rate because it technically doesn't have a level 2 charger. And so it's going to be a really slow charge for me. It'll be about 10 miles an hour that I'll gain when I'm hooked up to this charging station. So it's a little bit of a deliberate move, but I only have to charge for 2 hours there. That'll give me an additional 20 miles to make it to my level 3 charging station. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm really hoping that I make it to where I want to go today, my destination today, for to set up my camping stuff, because I definitely don't want to do it tonight because I did not bring like a flashlight or anything like that. So here's a hoping that I can get there in enough time with enough daylight. So we'll see if that happens. I'm also going through those mountains through West Virginia, and there's 3 things that really affect range on an electric motorcycle or any electric vehicle for that matter: elevation, low temperatures, and wind resistance. So if you're going into a headwind up a hill and it's really cold outside, your range is really going to go down, 10, 15, 20%. But hopefully there's no wind. It's nice and warm outside, so I don't have to worry about temperatures. But I do know that there's going to be a lot of elevation gain, so I'll see if how severely this impacts my range. Traveling by motorcycle, a little bit by car, but mainly by motorcycle, is
You know, there's nothing around me. It's just me in the air. I get to watch the terrain change. I get to watch it shrink and expand and twist and turn and stuff like that. If you travel in an airplane, it's like teleporting. One minute you're in flat ground, the next minute you're in mountains, or vice versa, or what have you. But by motorcycle, you get the full experience for how the region changes as you go on your journey. And even going through these little towns like this is all completely new to me. I've literally never been here before. To me, this is what this trip is all about. Just seeing these new places, experiencing these new things that otherwise I would have not seen before.
West Virginia, don't really know where, but this is a little bit too slow than what I was planning on. I had about 90 miles to go to the campground that I'd planned on. So instead of having to wait here 3 hours, which means that I would have been getting there well after dark, there's another campground that's about 56 miles away, and I only have to wait an hour here to charge. So gonna adjust the mileage a little bit. I'm really not losing that much of my 250 mile range goal each day, and if I wake up early enough tomorrow morning, I can more than make up for that mileage that I'm missing out now. By stopping at this campground, I think that there's electrical outlets, which means that I can charge the bike overnight. I'll have 100 miles whenever I wake up. So
right now, I've got 32 miles to go and only 30 miles of range, so I'm slowing down my rate of speed a little bit to see if that helps. The elevation getting up here kind of ate into some battery. I should have gone a little bit past 56 miles of range on the charge, that last charge, but I really needed to get back or get on the road so that I wasn't going at night. So I left the charger station. I'm all the way at the top of this mountain range. I don't even know how far away I am now. I left my camera on that charger station. Now I have to go back. I don't even think I have enough range to get back. And it's raining. So I'm currently at 20%, or I'm sorry, 18% with 20 miles. Romney, which is, I believe is the town where I left my camera, is 22 miles away. So as of right now, I'm 2 miles short of where I need to get to. And so I'm dropping my speed considerably in the hopes that I can make it and that this camera is still there. I just bought this camera a month and a half ago. You know, this just goes to show the frailty of electric. Maybe not all electrics, but especially ones that are not equipped with anything level 2. And the longer that I'm away from that camera, the greater the chances of it being stolen. And I barely have any service, so I could at least call the front desk at the Southern Inn and ask them to secure my camera. And I think that's probably what I'll do. Hey, Miss Gina, my name's Ben. I was just on the back side of your building, and I think I left my camera like right near those electric vehicle chargers. Would you be a doll and go and see if it's still there? And if it is, could you grab it for me? And I'm on my way back now to pick it up. I'm about an hour away.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I found it.
Okay. It's at the front desk now?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be there in a bit to pick it up. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.